So, Shannon, you guys were recently featured in an article relating to highlighted opportunities in cyber threat intelligence, and you guys had listed off some really interesting and kind of shocking statistics related to cybercrime. Can you dive deeper into those?
Yeah, sure. So I think the statistics really just highlight the fact that cybersecurity is really a day-to-day struggle for organizations. And it just kind of highlights that and points out just how many cyber attacks are seeing on it on an average every single day. So the University of Maryland did a study where they found that connected computers or computers that are connected to the internet are attacked on average every 39 seconds. You boil that down, that's about 2,200 attacks per day on an internet connected computer. So just the fact that, 2,200 attacks per day per connected computer. And then if you're an enterprise, let's multiply that by 100 computers. And just you see how quickly the number of attacks an enterprise face can exponentially grow. And then, of course, the FBI has come out with their statistics about what has happened during the pandemic, where we've seen a 300% increase in reported, so it's reported
Hmm.
cybercrime since the start of the pandemic. Um,
Interesting.
and then just there's a lot of news. We say another day another data breach, but we can expect that there's probably going to be 146 billion records breached and stolen through data breaches by cyber criminals over the next 5 years.
Wow.
So you go into these statistics and it's like, whoa. it's
So,
it's a major problem.
yeah, so all this stuff is very scary, but I guess this is a continued thing. I always ask you, well, what can we do? Is it essentially just staying proactive and ahead of the game? Will that work out, or should we kind of expect that some things are going to happen, and what should we do to kind of prepare for that, for something to happen?
Right. So there are a lot of statistics, and when you look at the statistics, yeah, it's kind of scary and overwhelming. But like we talked about before, there's a lot of simple things that organizations can do to prevent these type of attacks and types of breaches. And then, of course, there's the threat intelligence component, which Tego does, of course, which helps enterprises identify intrusions and identify threats that exist within their environments. And you find that organizations that aren't really doing much monitoring or perhaps don't have a threat intelligence component to their cybersecurity strategy, it takes them on average about 206 days to realize that their enterprise has been compromised and that they have a breach going on. A lot of times, organizations realize that they've been breached when cyber criminals launch their attack. So, for instance, they get breached by a ransomware group. The ransomware group is in there doing reconnaissance, finding, building backdoors in so they can get in later. And then
Mhm.
it's when they launch the attack and the computers get encrypted, and then all of a sudden the organization has no, computer systems. That's when they realize that they've been attacked.
Yeah.
Tego is trying to help identify those attackers within the environments before the attack is launched by using our threat intelligence plugged into the SIM platforms to really let enterprises find the threats before it becomes an issue.
You brought up something that I did not know, which was that they're in there for a while before people find out.
Hmm.
That kind of puts it
Yeah.
in perspective.
Yes, absolutely. And then we find now actually cyber criminals are spending a little less time. So before it was like 206 days before an enterprise realized it. Now they're spending somewhere between 11 to 24 days, according to new reports that have come out in the past like 2 weeks. But still, that's a lot of time for cyber criminals to do kind of research to come back to, hit organizations. And I think I've seen statistics where it says, like, after an organization is breached, 85% of the time they're attacked again within a year because cyber criminals know, hey, we got in once, they have some vulnerabilities, we're going to go hit them again,
Yeah.
while they're kind of kicking them while they're down.
All right, Shannon. Yeah, that really does make sense. And it makes sense why now it's more important than ever to really up your cybersecurity. So thank you for coming on and sharing these statistics with people. Hopefully, this makes people take it a little more seriously. As you said, it is something to take very seriously. So, Shannon, again, thank you. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we go?
No, I can't think of anything, Michael. Thanks.
All right. Well, again, thanks for coming on and sharing. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Any questions, send them over to us. We'll be happy to answer them. And stay tuned for more exciting stuff coming soon. Have a good one.